Alrighty, welcome back to the Mowers Podcast, episode 7.
Yeah, happy Sunday, you know.
Happy
Doesn't usually
Sunday.
come on a Sunday, but it's a great day.
Yeah, we just switched it up a little bit. Been a busy week. Had a few things going on, and then we were hoping that Jack was going to be back for this week. He obviously isn't, as you see. We do have a special guest coming. He'll be on in probably 10, 15 minutes-ish.
10, 15, yeah.
So you'll see our special guest. We'll introduce him, do a little bit of talking with him. But yeah, for right now, it's just going to be us two. Nice little Sunday podcast. Way to end the weekend and way to get ready for the week ahead of us.
That's right.
Yeah, no, it's been a good busy week. Like I said, a lot of work things. Hanging out with buddies. Me and Herm have been on the grind with
Oh, man.
a lot of Madden, a lot of just other sports video games. We've been playing a lot of pool, some cornhole, just, a little bit of everything, really.
A little bit of everything. Got to sprinkle everything in there, you know.
Yeah. No, and I think it's also good because for me, those are like a lot of the things you do in today's society is all technology. And so, I mean, obviously video games is still technology, but like
absolutely.
even just messing around with you on Madden or playing some pool, I feel like it's a break from the stress of like other technologies and
dude.
like the other.
When we play pool, it's just like we're in a whole nother world, you know. And it's just me and Semp just doing geometry, hitting balls. It's great.
That's really all it is, yeah. And one of the days, man, we played a lot of pool.
God, yeah, no, I hate to bring it up, but you know, we always play pool, probably to play a best of 7 series, you know.
I think usually how it starts is we go, all right, we'll just play some games of pool.
You're right.
The first game happens, one person wins. The second game, all right, we're going to do best of 5.
Yep.
And it's 3 games. So it's first to 3 points. Then usually it extends, and then it extends, and then it extends. So I continue what we were at.
So Semp, first 4 games, one of the nights he won against me. So I had already, lost, but I go, dude, we're not just stopping here, dude. I'm gonna get my first win eventually. I just, I was getting real unlucky. That's how pool goes sometimes. You don't get the shots that you want. And, we played a game of Jenga in between. It might have been one of the greatest Jenga games ever. And then I won the next 8 straight. 8 straight.
It was brutal.
So we extended it to a best of 9. Then we went to a best of 11. Then we went to best of 13. And he
I couldn't do it. I just couldn't. It was most of the time I feel like it came down to the 8 ball, and I'd either put it in the wrong pocket, I'd sink the white as well, or I just couldn't hit it, and I'd just go turn after turn after turn trying to get that 8 ball to sink, and I couldn't do it. I just couldn't.
Yeah.
Wouldn't happen.
It's a tough game. I love it, though.
Yeah, no, it was a fun little series we had going on, and now we got a little scoreboard for it.
Yeah, we got a scoreboard on Semp's phone now, just click the winner because we got to keep score,
Yep.
It just has to happen.
And then, like Herm said, we played Jenga, and then afterwards, my
man.
little OCD kicked in, and I just started building a tower.
Oh, dude, this guy loves building. He always has. He builds whatever he can, pretty much. And we built a skyscraper.
Oh, it was awesome. I'll try to find a picture. Let me see if I got one. It was awesome.
It was sweet.
Oh, here we go. Hold on, guys.
Uh-oh.
Check this.
Look at that fucking monster. Oh, my God. That is bowl material.
So that's it initially just started as, let's just build a tall tower, and then I was like, let's just build as tall as we can and just leave it here. So I don't know actually how long it ended up staying up.
Who knows? I guess probably the next time somebody wanted to play Jenga, it probably had to get deconstructed.
I just feel like Jenga's probably not played too often.
I mean, who goes, hey, you want to play Jenga at 5:30? It's the dumbest thing. Jenga's something where like you're just strolling around, you're doing other stuff. You go, yo, there's a Jenga table here.
Exactly like we did, yeah.
Go, hell yeah, let's play a game.
Yeah, no, it was fun. So maybe we got to build that again, see if we can get it taller, find a better strategy, and just see how long it stays up for.
Yeah, we got to see if we can literally just do all
the Burj Khalifa.
The Burj Khalifa.
The Burj Khalifa. No, that was a fun one. That was a good day. And then other than that, I mean, work for me has been quite busy, but that's been good. You never complain about when the business ramps up. It's always good.
Yeah, I mean, this guy makes money off of tips. Okay, so he likes busyness.
I need it to be busy.
He needs it.
I need it to be busy. So the busier, the better. more money.
That's
good.
right.
It's really good.
Absolutely. Also makes time go by faster.
Today flew by, man. You get there and you think like, oh man, I'm just starting. Next thing you know, you look at the clock and you've been working for 2.5 hours and your day's almost over. It's like, it's crazy. So yeah, that was good. What else? Oh, our other host, Jack Terrace.
Oh yeah.
So he's obviously not here, but there's a reason for that. And you guys will get to see that next week. He's finally gonna have a full smile.
Yeah. He's had this tooth that has never really been able to come in, fully, or maybe at all. And he's got a real nice tooth in there now. So I'm actually excited to see his smile. I don't know a Jack Terrace with a complete smile.
No.
And I always believe in the whole embrace your flaws type of thing, because at the end of the day, what can you really do? And Terrace is, maybe he might not have the most confidence in his smile, but man, he never failed to smile, okay, when he was missing his tooth for his whole life, right? I mean, you just get a nice big smile.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You just see the thing, you go, you know what? It just kind of makes sense, you know. You're like, that's Terrace.
The Terry smile, and
Yeah,
then now
so-
he's gonna have a complete smile. So congrats to Jack.
Congrats to Jack. We cannot wait to see you.
And you guys will see that next week. So that'll be really fun. And then I don't know if any of you guys watched, but we did do a weekday stream. We played some Warzone. Got a few victory royales. That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
So if you did miss it though, we're gonna be doing those every week from now on. So not sure what the plan is for this week. We'll probably switch up the game. Either something else on our own devices, or we'll all be here playing some sports game or something. So yeah, that'll be probably on Tuesday again. Would be the plan.
Tuesday's probably gonna be a good day for that.
Yeah.
Going forward.
Yeah. So that'll be the plan for that. So make sure you check out that. Even if you want to, just come in, say hi, and then leave. But we just appreciate you guys stopping by and showing some love.
Yeah.
That's really it.
Absolutely. I don't really think I'm too good of a player. Obviously, I was getting chirped. Unfortunately, by this guy's two brothers. Which that doesn't make sense. Come on. That's just crime. That's crime.
And the best part is they couldn't even see his screen. They were just watching me the whole time, and they were just chirping him.
It's not hard to just see the kill feed and just see Herm Dog dead. It sucks, man. And then the worst part is Nathan Semp, last game we play, he says $20 if you can get 5 kills. Now, 5 kills, that's nothing, right? But it was something for me that day because I wasn't playing well, right? And you know what also sucks is one of the games midstream we had some camera difficulties. So Semp was trying to fix the camera, kind of had like an AFK drop, right, sitting in the corner. And so me and Terrace were really the only people playing the game, and that was my only good game, I was really shredding people, but it didn't matter, because we weren't fully there. And then once we were fully there,
it was too late.
All three died and by one team.
It reminded me of, I just saw a soccer game. I don't even know who it was, but they got a red card really early on, and you just can't play a man down.
Oh, if you play
you can
a man
try,
down, you can try.
But very rarely does it successfully work, and I guess that's what happened to us.
Yeah, you got to think about it too. Getting a red in soccer is so bad because, one, you can think of that as basically you're losing a defenseman now, right? But also, whenever you're pushing on offense, you are missing an attacker. So it goes both ways. You're pretty much cooked.
Yeah, no, I was watching the game. They were just pressuring the ball the whole game because when you're a man up, technically you can double the ball and still be fine.
If you're a man up, and then once you get the ball, it's pretty easy to control it.
Yeah, no, I don't even remember the stats for that game. I think the team that had 11 players had like an insane amount of passes just because, when you're playing man up, really, you just got to disperse the ball, get it around because they can't.
There's going to be somebody open.
Yeah,
right?
You can't play man on. So, that's what happened to us, really. I was just under my desk connecting the new computer, the new camera. So that was pretty funny. But, you got to go get it.
All right.
All right, so it's just going to be me for a few minutes, and we're going to have that third guest here in just a minute. All right. Anyone in chat, you guys want to give I guess you can't really do a thumbs up. Just give a mic check. Let me know how they sound. It's just been us two, so we'll probably need another one in a few minutes. But yeah, and then also comment or just chat right now. What else you guys want to see this episode? We got a few things lined up. We'll talk to the new guest and get a little bit of a lowdown from him. Introduce him. We got a game lined up later. But yeah, nothing crazy. Mics sound good. Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. What else? What's new? What's big this week? I guess it's been warming up. That's been good. At least out here in Arizona. Oh yeah, earlier this week, like I said, it was warming up. So me and Jack went out to the pool. Get some sun, get some water. It was a fun little few hours. But while we were out there, some of my buddies from back home, I don't know if you guys are watching this. What's up if you are? But one of them sent me a video of him going golfing, and obviously it's Michigan, so it's not the warmest. But he was wearing, I think he was wearing a beanie, a quarter zip, pants, and he just sent us a little video into our group chat, just kind of saying hi, checking up on us, and then talking about his round of golf. And then I sent a reply video to him, which was kind of funny. I was like, oh, it's good to see you golfing. Weather looks pretty good out there. And then I flipped the camera around and showed them me and Jack sitting by the pool. And they kind of hated me for that one. So that was a little funny thing. But one of the things that me, Jack, and Herm always talk about is we've always been in relatively colder climates, being more from the Midwest. So now that we live out here, the one thing we've said is it's better to live warm and vacation cold. At least that's how we've taken it. It's fun I guess it's sometimes fun to live in the snow, but I mean, it can't beat going out to the pool in February and getting some sun. And then if you really want to go in the snow, take a week or a weekend and go skiing. So that's kind of what we've concluded on our mindset of our living situations and just hopefully our plans for the future. I'd love to be able to live somewhere warm for the rest of my life. And then, the chance to travel, it's not like it's a every month thing or a constant thing, but just the ability to go and hopefully visit cold places, other warm places, foreign places. It's a thing that hopefully I look forward to be able to be doing in the future. So got to get a few things established before then. Got to get some financials set up, good job rolling. So we'll see how everything rolls out. But, it's a good thing to look forward to. And anyone in chat, let me, or in the comments afterwards, comment your one thing. What should we look for? One thing you're looking forward to this summer. How about that? That's a good one, Obviously, now that it's warming up, summer's approaching, spring break's approaching. So, yeah, comment one thing you guys are looking for. Oh, we have the second host, Nate Hermanson, back, and he brought the guest with us. So we're going to get all of us set up here, introduce him, do a little bit of chit-chatting with him so he can introduce himself. Huh? Oh, yeah, go right ahead. Go right ahead.
You're gonna be in the middle.
In the middle?
Yeah.
Got it.
Yes, go a little bit. You're going to have to just go back to your normal.
Oh, for sure.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
That's your
Great.
Perfect.
Alrighty, so in the middle here is the great Alex Halleck. He's my roommate, and he was my suite mate last year in the dorms, so that's really how I got to know him. But, just tell us a little bit about yourself and what brings you here,
So, my name is Alex.
Try to hold the mic kind of close.
Born in Arkansas, raised in California.
SoCal, Southern Cal.
San Diego. Not a fan of NorCal. It's not a great place. But, came to Arizona State because California schools are just horrible. And, First thing I saw moving in, I saw Nate Hermanson as my suite mate, and I thought that was amazing. I'm gonna be real. I thought you were a frat guy at first.
Wow.
I saw his Instagram. I was like, this guy's a frat guy. Other two roommates were they look like blokes almost. Like you saw Troy.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I just thought this guy's gonna be a frat guy. He's gonna be just a party guy. Met him. I was like, this guy is just the number one guy to be around. It was awesome.
Hey.
Then I shortly met you after.
Yep.
It's been great ever since.
Yeah.
No, I think I might have just ran into you last year when I visited, and then I really got to meet him when I moved out here in August. So it's been an awesome ride, and now he's working with me at the restaurant I'm at. So it's fun
Morning
to
Squeeze.
Morning Squeeze. If you're ever in Tempe, Arizona, come visit us at Morning Squeeze.
Best breakfast you can get. And I haven't been yet, and I will be soon.
Yeah, we
Best
better be going
mimosas,
soon.
best chicken and waffles
Yep.
in the state.
Yep. So we got a few questions for you. Obviously, you're from California. Your parents are
So my dad is Lebanese. My mom is half French, half Lebanese.
okay.
Awesome.
Born in France, raised in Lebanon. Dad was just full Lebanon.
All right, so I was doing some research. I know how you were talking about how like 40-something years ago, Lebanon was part of France, right? Even though they're really not too close to each other necessarily geographically, like there's some countries in between. So was it just like kind of like a territory that France held, and then did Lebanon kind of break free? How did that work?
It was more of a colony, you could
Colony?
say.
Okay.
It was a colony. They were kind of just like helping out the Middle East.
Right,
Keep
right.
them, England was there too.
Yep.
And then the Lebanese kind of just got pissed off, kind of like America almost. They were just like, we want to do our own government. They made their own government. It was 50-50 Christian, and the other half is Muslim. And ever since then, it's been doing good. Past couple years, COVID kind of fucked the country over, but they're surviving, I could say.
That's
With
great.
Israel and Palestine around it, it's just
Yeah,
constant.
that is crazy.
It's
That is
constant hell.
crazy.
It's constant.
So do you ever get to go back and visit there? Do you have family there? What's that look like for you?
So my only family in America is actually my mom and my dad. The rest are in Lebanon. And I used to go every summer back to Lebanon to see my grandma, grandpa, all them. Just spend the summer out there. It's like a lawless desert. You could say it's a lawless desert. Like I don't want to put anyone on blast. One of my cousins, his mom just has an AK-47 under her bed, fully automatic.
Yeah. Oh,
Because there's nothing stopping people from doing that.
It's
in Lebanon.
different rules than we have here in
yeah.
America. So that's awesome though. Good that you do get to go back and visit and see family there. And then I don't know exactly when you started, but you're a big water polo guy. You play for the ASU club team. So how was that? Tell me where you started and where you got to
Yeah,
where
how
you're
do
at
you
now.
even get into that sport?
So I started playing water polo when I was about 10 years old. I was kind of forced into it because I was playing basketball and I got a bone marrow disease called osteodyostoma. And it's kind of just like an inflation in your leg, essentially. Your bone kind of just gets inflated and it hurts like just a bitch. And I was like, I'll try water polo. My mom was like, you got to do it, do a sport, stay healthy. So I tried it, fell in love with it. Played it throughout high school, all 4 years, varsity. Won a state championship in high school. Didn't get any Division I offers, unfortunately, and then came to Arizona State. Joined the club team because of Troy Havey, the GOAT. And we are currently Southwest champions, but that's about it for so far.
That's awesome. Yeah, me and Herm went to one of their games.
Oh yeah. No, it's fun to watch. It's a very interesting sport, just because it's a very simple sport when you actually look at what's been going on, but it is so hard to actually do. Like there's not that many people that can just tread water and just be chilling for that long.
No, it blows me away. Like you see some of these guys and. Obviously, it's with really any sport. You see them walking around, you're like, oh, it's just a normal person. And then you come to find out that they're a water polo athlete or whatever sport they are. And it just blows me away because I can't even float in the water, let alone try to sit there and tread water. Like swimming is a hard thing for me. So I give you a lot of props for being able to do that. It's really impressive.
When you started water polo, were you already a good swimmer, and so you just had to work on the other parts of the game, or did you kind of have to work through everything?
I would say I was kind of just like, as a 10-year-old, I kind of just knew how to float.
Okay.
That was about it. The beginning water polo career as a 10 under and 12 under, you're kind of just focusing on swimming, the form,
Right,
keeping
right.
your legs underneath you,
Yep.
like fall on your back or
Yep.
something. And then it kind of just once you get over that hump of the endurance and the leg strength, it's just technique. It's just all technique. It's kind of like I kind of like to say like people say skiing and snowboarding. It's easier to learn how to snowboard, harder to master. Vice versa with skiing. It's the same thing as water polo. I think it's really hard to learn how to tread water and swim for that long without any breaks. But once you get over it, you're already like a top player. It's not a popular sport. It's really popular in Europe. Like the Germans and the Spaniards, they're cracked at it.
Wow.
Yeah.
But
When-
Americans not so much.
When you start that at a younger age, is the depth of the water always the same, or do they let's just say if you're 10 years old, is the depth of the water going to be shallower so that you have a little bit more support
It's
almost?
a fair question.
Because
It's a great question. I would say, when I was a 10-year-old, I practiced in my high school pool. It was about it's kind of just like a 6 foot, and then it goes into like a 12-foot tank. But some games I've played at like a country club, the pool was like 4 feet deep. So I'm standing in the cage, like I'm a goalie, and I'm just standing there, like going and it's just not even fair. But no, usually pools are about 10 to 12 feet.
Okay.
It doesn't matter how old you are. But what really matters is when you get older, they become wider and longer. It's like almost like a soccer field for a little kid. It's like,
Olympic size? Is that
Olympic
it?
size when you become 18, yeah, you play in
Okay.
Olympic size pools. Those are hard. Even as a goalie, you got to throw the ball like extremely far. And swimming, I think it's a full size pool is 25 meters by 25 meters.
Wow.
So
That's
it's pretty
big.
long.
wow.
But high school, I think it's maybe 25 yards by 22 yards.
Okay,
something
that's
like that.
that's definitely a
I
big
can't
cut
remember.
down there.
And then another question I got is what periods of the year, because obviously football's in the fall, baseball's in the spring, basketball's in the winter. What season of the year is water polo? Is it an all round sport, or how's that work?
So, like I said earlier, I was kind of like forced into water polo. It's for high school and like whatever kind of club. It's usually fall dominant. It's a fall sport. So my parents their thought process was, oh, it's fall. He can't play football if he's playing water polo because they didn't want me to play football. So it was a full high school sport, but the club is just year round. There's a thing called Junior Olympics in the summer. We go to like Stanford University, even MSU sometimes, and you just play teams from all over the country, even like Puerto Rico and Bahamas.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd
Gotcha.
also think that probably during the summertime is probably a big training period for water polo because there's some people who live in states where you're not going to be able to swim outside all year
But
round.
even in Michigan, obviously you can't
I mean,
swim all year round,
yeah, I
but
mean,
there's
we got
indoor
indoor-
pools.
yeah, you got indoor
So there's
pools
ways
and
around it.
Yeah, no doubt.
And
That's
then
what I'm saying. Michigan is the sleeper state for water polo.
really,
Michigan State actually won a national championship in the club division not too long ago, maybe 2 years ago.
Wow.
Michigan State,
Okay.
East Lansing.
That's awesome.
Shout out.
East Lansing, shout
EL,
out.
ELU, East Lansing University.
ELU, Beast Lansing, hell of a place.
All the
Yeah.
place. So it's kind of like, for example, for me, it was like lacrosse. Like you have your lacrosse season, and then you have your club teams, your summer travel ball. So technically, you could play all year round, but for me, I just did lacrosse in the spring and then football in the fall. So you have your teams, or do you have your school teams and then your clubs, or is it usually all the same?
So the fall is your high school team, and then the club
Clubs
is
after.
the club goes through the fall, but it's really for the kids that are just beginning. They're
Okay.
not really they don't really know how to swim. Like the coaches there are more developmental coaches more than technique coaches. But yeah, as soon as that fall ends, I think it ends just around November, maybe early November, right when football ends. It goes straight into club. You got tournaments in winter. There's winter classics. Then January, February, March, more tournaments, and then summer is like the biggest season, even though it's not even in season. It's Junior Olympics. You play the best players in the country almost, and you get national recognition.
Okay, that's cool. No, that's really interesting. We got a comment here. Where are your socks, dude? And I think this is actually a good talking point.
Dude, that's a sweet question.
You want to go grab them?
I didn't bring socks. Come on.
No, not your socks, your shoes.
Oh,
you gotta
I think you
show 'em.
gotta show 'em the
that's
reason.
fair, That's fair.
Because there's a
Oh.
reason why he doesn't have socks on.
Those shoes are. I mean, you can't even call them shoes, really.
All right, so there's one reason why I don't wear socks pretty much ever, and it's because I moved out to this.
You need your microphone.
I moved out to this great state of Arizona because of the warm weather, right? And so I'm always wearing open-toe shoes. These are my favorite little flip-flops right here. They got turf on the bottom of them. Comfortable. They allow the foot to really air out.
And you're pretty much walking on grass.
Pretty much walking on grass with the turf, and it's not cold. So if it was cold, I would absolutely put some socks on.
Yeah, perfect. No, that's awesome.
Thank you.
No, I think those are a great
they
purchase.
They got golf balls. They're a little
Yeah,
squishy.
the back right here.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know why I got them, all right? I hate to say it,
They got a little bottle opener on the bottom.
Bottle opener.
If y'all can't hear.
I don't know if that's seen there, but
Yeah, no, great little golf course shoes. They got tee holders.
yeah, you can slide some tees into them. They're just real comfortable, and I also do like playing golf barefoot when I can. But just because it's nice grass, I do think
You got to be grounded.
you got to be grounded when you can, because I mean you can't walk around public with no shoes on. You got to protect your feet, right? You got to protect them. But in terms of dude, I could only wear these probably from May, if we're pushing it, to September in Michigan, right? I can wear these all the time here. At night, when I'm walking back, it might be, sun's down, it might be a little cold out. You get some cold feet. But I mean, it's not nearly as bad as what you guys are witnessing in Michigan. That's how I always think of it.
I do see a sponsorship.
That would be
Hold
awesome,
those up.
honestly.
Oh yeah, Reef. Reef's a great flip flop brand. Reef, please sponsor, man. I mean,
I think it would fit the vibe
dude,
of the mowers.
It fits the vibe of the mowers. Be where your feet are.
Be where your feet are.
This guy's got a tattoo on his foot, okay, and it says "Be where your feet are." And I think these shoes are honestly a good representation of it.
Yeah.
If you're not gonna be walking around in nature, at least artificially simulate it.
Yeah. No, he's right. He is right. I like that.
Awesome thing to say.
Why not?
Artificial.
I like that. All right, Halleck, I got one more question for you.
Yeah.
So you're from SoCal, you're Lebanese. What is your favorite sports team?
Yeah.
You
Well,
can
that's a
go.
great
You can
question.
go. I mean,
See-
obviously we're big football guys, kind of all of us. But if you have a favorite sports team that's not football, go for it.
See, as like a Lebanese, as my Lebanese being my nationality, I guess, for my parents, basketball is huge there. It's like the biggest thing ever. They love LeBron James more than anything in the world. Like, you'd think Messi or Ronaldo's big. No, it's all LeBron, even KD, honestly. But ever since I was 9 years old, just seeing Aaron Rodgers throw dimes against your Great Bears, I had to say the Green Bay Packers are my favorite sports team by far. And now we got Jordan Love.
Yeah,
a good take.
Yeah,
And
and I'm a Packers fan. All right, so we got Lions, Bears, and Packers
Lions, Bears,
fans
Packers.
all lined up. These are the three premier teams in the NFC North. If you are from Minnesota or if you are a Vikings fan, skull. But you guys suck. You guys are irrelevant.
Unfortunately,
okay?
you'll be the only NFC North to not make the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, how is that gonna
That's
feel?
what's gonna
It's gonna be the first year ever that three teams from the NFC North make it. You'll see the Vikings sitting there at 5 wins. All right, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
We got a question from the chat. Alex, do you cook Lebanese food?
Sometimes, yeah, but mainly my mom and my dad love to cook. Some dishes that we would have. I mean, everyone knows hummus. It's
Oh, yeah.
the most popular thing in America. It's from
This
the
this guy
Mediterranean.
eats hummus like a madman. He comes home with pita bread every night. I mean,
Oh,
it's
pita bread's
ridiculous.
awesome. But some dishes I would say I love are tabbouleh. It's kind of like a salad mixed with vinegar and sodium. Essentially. So it's very tangy, I would say, on especially as soon as you eat it, it's just straight on your tongue. It's just kicks
It's
you.
almost like a pickled salad.
Kind of, yeah,
Okay.
with
Cool.
tomatoes and some
Yep.
parsley and other stuff too.
Okay.
On top of that, there's also mjedra, which it looks like mud, but it's kind of I compare it to oatmeal, like Lebanese oatmeal
Ooh,
almost.
okay.
It's extremely healthy for you. It's great. But tabbouleh, mjedra, they're great. Hummus, can't go wrong. Pita and hummus. I mean, even Americans know pita and hummus is amazing.
I mean, it's great.
It-
Oh, yeah.
It's
easy.
awesome stuff.
It's good for you.
Oh, it's awesome.
It's just great stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Then do you speak Lebanese? That was another question.
I would say I speak it somewhat intermediately. I understand it very well. Every time I go to Lebanon over the summer, it's Alex with an X. Alex with an X. I'm not an Alec.
It
I'm not a
is.
smart Alec. I'm an Alex.
Yeah, no, he is smart, but he's just Alex.
Yeah, but I don't really speak it that well, but I understand it very well. Just hearing my grandparents and my parents yell at me, cuss me out,
Oh.
discipline me in Arabic, Lebanese. It's easy to kind of understand what they're saying, but speaking it and writing it is just a whole different word.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Do you constantly get, or not constantly, but how often do you get mixed with Alec?
Good amount of times. If I meet someone, I say my name's Alex, and they'll be like, "Oh, did you say Alec or Alex?" They'll just call me. They'll just 50-50 it. It'll be Alex sometimes.
Well, you know
Alex.
what I also thought is weird is like do you guys ever have to take any of those Alex tests? They're like standardized tests.
yeah.
It's Alec, and then they add a K and a S to the
Yeah,
end,
yeah.
and it's pronounced Alex test.
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So that is a insane way to spell it because Alex is short for Alexander,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
So like, how are you gonna spell Alexander if it's Alex?
A-L-E-
With a CK.
Alexksander. Alexander.
Alexander.
Yeah.
Alexander.
That just sounds like gibberish. It doesn't sound like a real name.
It does.
Yeah.
I think I said Alex, but
you've called me Alec, I think, in the past.
I have,
You have
but
called me
we
Alec.
also call him by his first name and his last
Oh,
name.
yeah.
Here's another thing: is his last name is Halleck.
Yeah.
So Halleck rhymes with Alec, right? So it's Alex Halleck. So we just call him Halleck. Halleck. And so yeah, it could definitely come off as Alex sometimes.
There's sometimes I accidentally just mix the two and I just go
You just combine
Alec.
them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alec.
Yeah.
It'll just go in one ear, out the other. I don't really care. If it starts with an A and ends with a K,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
understand it's Alex.
we know you know you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's funny.
But like you said, people call me Halleck and Alex. Like I say, back in my hometown, probably 99% of my friends call me Halleck. They don't even call me my first name.
Yeah.
Because Alex such a common name, even for like girls too. Honestly, like there's a good amount of girls and guys named Alex.
Yeah, I mean that's incredible. All my boys back home call me Herm,
Mm.
but really any of my girlfriends, they're gonna be calling me Nate,
Yeah.
which sucks. I never got him on the real wave,
Yeah.
But like you also just can't talk to me and call me Herm if we're not on.
You got anyone that ever calls you Nathan just every
Oh,
time?
dude.
Or Nathaniel even?
No. Only people that would call me Nathan, I'd have a couple teachers, because they always tell, they want you to write in your preferred name and, like, how you want to be called. I would always make sure to, tell them, hey, I'm Nate, all right? But there are some teachers that kind of just look at the class roster, just your actual name. They don't actually care. And they're just calling you Nathan, and, yeah, I'll raise my hand. I'm here, right?
Yeah.
But, I don't really like it. And obviously, I think me and Semper talking about it a couple weeks ago, but one of the worst things when I got in trouble as a kid, my parents would call me by my real first name and middle name, the Nathan Lee.
Oh no.
Nathan Lee. If you hear Nathan Lee, it's
over.
bad.
It's over.
Bad.
No good. No good.
Yikes. Yeah, no, that's the same. If I ever heard
Oh,
Alexander, I know it's done. Or even if the Lebanese name is brought out,
Oh no!
it's really like I gotta walk over, head down. Just whatever the moment, I deserved it. That's all. That's about it. I deserved it.
Yeah, no, that's. I guess then we can ask Halleck, because me and you talked about this recently. When you were growing up, what was some of the like for me and Herm, we got soap in our mouth if we
like punishment. for
yeah. What was
bad
your
behavior.
punishment that your parents?
Because
your
I
parents-
imagine that the Lebanese definitely have a nice way of doing things. Make sure their kids are grounded.
So I don't really want to put my mom on blast
No,
here,
there's
no
but I'm
blast
just
here.
saying
Because it's nothing but
bec-
respect
well-
and made you a better
yeah,
person.
It,
That-
it,
that-
it,
this is-
it builds character.
Builds
I feel like
character.
if you just let your kid, walk all around you, you're kind of just you're setting him up for failure.
Absolutely,
almost, you know?
absolutely.
But my mom, her go-to, the classic wooden spoon.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Just a true story. I've had a wooden spoon broken on my butt cheek. And if it wasn't the wooden spoon, I'd get Tabasco in my mouth. And it wasn't like a small drop. It was like I would just have to just go over to the kitchen,
Take a shot
open the spice drawer, hand the Tabasco to my mom, and just
Oh
open my mouth.
my
and
god,
sit
dude!
there.
I wish that your mom was my mom. I
Oh,
love
God.
that. I love Tabasco. Tabasco is one of my
See-
favorite sauces.
See, now I put Tabasco on everything.
Yes,
both of us.
yeah.
Yeah,
that's
we put it
great,
on
that's
everything. But
great.
when I was like 8 years old, I was terrified.
Oh,
I was terrified
I bet that was
of
spicy back in the
Tabasco.
day, man.
Oh, I thought it was lethal.
Oh.
I thought it would
That's
kill me.
hilarious. That's
Oh.
so funny. Yeah, no, I mean, like me and Herm were saying, when these things happen, obviously in the moment you're like, man, I got punished for this or whatever. But Me and Herm both said.
You got to think about it too. You know, it's no permanent damage. You know, soap in your
No.
mouth. You're not swallowing the stuff. You know,
No.
wooden spoon. It'll leave a mark, but you'll be fine in
Yeah.
a day or in a couple hours.
Yeah, not
Or
even,
how about
yeah.
you know? My favorite thing about the wooden spoon is I felt like it really didn't discipline me enough because I liked it. You know, I got smacked and I go, yeah, woo!
Oh, it was like a kick for you, you know?
Yeah, I was
wake
like,
up call?
I was like, God damn, man, when's the last
Wow.
time I got my ass smacked like that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure
Wow.
that many kids have the same attitude, but you know,
Oh,
it's
definitely not.
a good attitude to have.
I mean,
Gets you
honestly,
through it.
you got to get through it. You
Yeah,
know, you
gets you
got to
through
find
it.
positives through every negative.
Yeah.
Because I do think a lot of life is a mindset. You know, you can even think of it from I think weather, for instance, is a mindset. It was like, you know, must have been right when we got back in January when we went to Chiba Hut. It was like 40 degrees out. I was wearing my Justin Fields Bears jersey, shorts,
no.
and I was wearing my flip flops, right? And there's people outside the Chiba Hut saying, you know, are you cold, you know? And I didn't really realize that it was actually like cold out, right? What they call cold here. But you just don't really if you don't let it get to you, it really never will, right? Kind of.
No, I
I
think
that's true to a degree.
To a degree. I mean, if you're in like dangerous like hypothermia,
Yeah.
you know, you know, if you're like buried in snow and you're gonna die from frostbite, that's different because that's actually a scientific thing that's happened to you. But if you're just cold, if you're just chilly, it's just like, all right, move the rotors in your brain a little faster. It'll heat you up and you'll be warmer.
I do agree
Wow.
with that. I do want
I
to say
like
though
that. I
the
like that.
the time we went to the sub shop and Herm was wearing a short sleeve football jersey, a bathing suit pretty much, and flip flops. It was like low 40s, so it was cold.
But it didn't feel
I
I
wanna-
just didn't feel like it was that cold.
Yeah, but I think you're just always not too cold because there's times where I'm like, man, it's freezing, and then Herm's just in like a short sleeve shirt, and I'm like,
That's true.
you know, I guess.
And I also do really like it cold because like Semp and Jack here, they keep their thermostat. It's probably at 76. Most
we
of the
like to
time.
save money is what we like to do.
They like to save money. You know, for me, I'll pay a couple extra dollars on the electricity bill just to be maximum comfortability. So I like it at a nice 72, 71. That's what we rock in our place. We like it cold because the great thing about it being cold is if you're cold, put some socks on, put some layers on, you're fine. I hate going to bed. You basically gotta sleep naked because it's so hot. You got your fan going full speed. You probably take your comforter off. You just have your sheet. You're still hot. You're like, what the hell? You know?
Yeah, you wake up, your mouth is dry because your fan's blaring. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a good take. Yeah, I just don't like to.
You know, I don't
Waste-
understand people
spend
that-
too
that
much money.
sleep-
Yeah,
that
I
sleep
mean-
in the heat.
I mean, here's the thing:
can't.
is you can count it as a waste, but I don't think it's a waste because I'm actually using.
Yeah,
you know,
no,
like,
I
If
agree.
I were to have the window open when I have the AC on and it all leaves, then yes, that is
Yeah,
a
that's
waste.
a waste. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. That's a good point. That's a good point.
I would say, would you rather have AC in your room on, let's say like whatever temperature, 70, 71, or would you rather have your window open with a fan on, and it's cold outside? Like let's say it's 50 degrees throughout the night. What would you feel more comfortable in?
Well, so the way I have my bed in my room right now, I actually do sleep right under the vent, and the fan's right above me, and I'm actually pretty close to my window too. So I do not have my window open just because I'm on the actually on the road, right? We both
Yeah,
are.
yeah, it's a loud road.
So it's a lot of like, you know, you hear some good amount of voices, you know, at 3 or 4 a.m. And let's just say, I mean, what's the saying? Nothing good happens past midnight. Is that it?
I think that's
Yeah.
the same.
I mean, trust me, nothing good's happening. All right, on that Apache Boulevard. So I like having the windows shut.
And I think more than the people talking,
Oh my
just down the road from us,
Oh.
there's a fire station.
Yeah.
So
Don't even get me
so
started on that.
at random points in the night, you hear the fire truck go by, you hear the train cars. There's a lot more noise than just talking. So yeah,
True,
it is
true.
noisy by you guys.
Absolutely, but like it's just like the voices are like actually like see like with cars always passing by, it's kind of like ambient noise. Like sure, it's loud, but like it's kind of more of like a rhythm, right?
Yeah.
But you can just have out of nowhere just some people hollering, you know.
That's true.
And it actually like you will hear it and you will wake up.
We got a thing saying me and Alex look like twins.
I love it. I actually have a fraternal twin brother. That's crazy that you said that.
He does.
Yeah.
He
That's
does.
incredible.
You've met my brother, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's basically just I mean, if you're looking at me now, imagine me 3 inches shorter with about 20 pounds of muscle on me.
Yeah,
That's my little brother.
Yeah.
Did he play
But-
any sports or anything?
He played water polo. Now he's just 100% every day at the gym.
Okay.
He lifts
awesome.
every single day of his
All right.
life.
Interesting.
And he's a smart guy. He goes to a UC school.
Yeah.
And this guy's smart too, because he decided to go to a university where he can pursue his educational career and have fun.
Oh, it's a great place. I love Arizona State.
Arizona State.
Recommend it to anyone who's looking for colleges right now.
Yeah, I mean it's beautiful.
Oh,
you
it's a
know?
great spot.
And it
It's a
really
great
is
spot.
what you make of it. I mean, you know, if you
100%.
you know whatever you're looking for in college, you can do it here. You know, and everybody does their own little different thing. You know, everybody's got different things that they're trying to do in their life. But the resources are here. I mean, whatever you want to do, you can do it.
Yeah, no, it's a great spot to be, and I think on top of the school itself, just the living conditions are awesome. You really can't complain.
Can't complain.
Some of my buddies are leaving for spring break, and I mean I think both you guys are, right? Yeah, I mean I'm gonna be staying here, but
Well,
it's really a spring break here. I mean
absolutely.
we
Dude,
got
there are literally people from Michigan coming here for spring break.
yeah
like,
exactly. So
and we live here,
and we live here.
so it's very cool.
While you guys were gone getting Alex, I was talking to them about how me and you and Jack have talked about living warm and traveling cold, and how we have concluded
Yeah.
that.
That
Yeah.
sounds
Yeah,
awesome.
because my whole life, right, we were always living cold.
Yep.
Every single vacation, you're going to a beautiful tropical feeling place, palm trees and whatever. But it sucked because it was great, but you get it for a week or two, and then bang, you're right back in the snow. And so it's just so. I just think it's a much better idea to live in the warm, live where there's palm trees. And I can pack a jacket and go back to the cold for a week. I have nothing against the cold. I've never had anything against the cold, just because I love skiing. I love snow sports. I love anything out in the snow, but it's just not the best when it's every day. Like when you just can't get away from it, because then you're just dreading it. You're like, when is it gonna go away? I guess that's everything in life. Eventually when you get too much of something, it just doesn't bring the same amount of enjoyment to you.
Like I could say one thing is the heat here in the summer.
Oh,
There's times
boy,
where towards the
that-
end of the summer where
Oh,
I
yeah.
120,
you are just-
130.
Yeah, I mean that's
It is
another thing. It's like
ridiculous.
Michigan's winter is our summer because our summer is unlivable pretty much. It's so hot.
yeah no it's brutal. It's brutal.
Do you guys get like humid summers in Michigan?
Oh, we
It's
get
just all humidity.
it's a good amount of humidity.
Because you guys got all those lakes next to you up there. I can only imagine.
Yeah.
But it
It's
also
kinda
doesn't get too warm to the point where you're like, man, it's sticky outside. Like you don't get like a humidity in terms of like Florida humid, but
Yeah.
because you're in Michigan, I feel like it's not humid
There-
most of the
there
time.
are-
So when
I mean,
it
really
is,
just comes down to rainfall. Michigan does get a good amount of rainfall year round. We'll get rain. We get the most rain in the spring, obviously.
yeah.
But the summer, even too. I mean, if it rains for a day or two, the day after will be. It's almost like, dude, you're like breathing in almost liquid.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it feels like you're
Yeah.
underwater, dude.
And then you go golfing and there's just bugs all over the place,
Oh, yeah,
and
the
it's
I was about to
swampy.
ask.
Do they have a lot of mosquitoes in Cali?
No, not
No.
really. I mean, it kind of depends on what part you're in because
Well, I guess as you
I
get to the
would
coast,
say
right? you should be chilling.
California is one of the most diverse states. Whether you like the state or not, it is extremely diverse. Like I live in what we call East County, San Diego, so I'm about 20 minutes east of the shoreline. If I go 45 minutes northeast, I'm in the snow. If I go 45 minutes southeast, I'm in Death Valley. If I go 45 minutes south, I'm in Baja, Mexico.
Wow.
It's just a crazy part to be in with all these mountains and hills. But I was going to ask, when you're in Michigan, let's say you're in like, it's a hot July, middle of July,
Yep.
and then you go outside to the park, are bugs like eating you up? Or
Not
what is it like?
Not daytime.
Yeah.
Not daytime,
we-
nighttime?
Yeah, we don't get daytime bugs, but once it's getting to sunset, it
No.
gets
I
gross.
can imagine. I can
It gets
imagine.
Those
gross.
mosquitoes are
Woo,
lethal,
woo.
lethal,
I hate,
horrible.
see, that's like Lebanon. Lebanon, if you leave your light on and you're home,
Oh.
and that sun is down, you can wake up, your whole arm all of your arms
Ooh.
just covered in red bumps.
Oh,
it's
Zika
horrible.
virus.
Oh, basically. Yeah.
Oh God.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's because we've kind of talked about this a little bit too. What's your plans for the summer and then and then next year looking forward? Obviously we got Herm planning on going to Europe, so that'll be fun for him.
Sounds awesome.
Me and Jack are staying here, and then obviously you two have the apartment right now. So what's your plan?
Yeah, so I mean, I'm gonna have my apartment. I might come out to Tempe just to live a couple days out here. But my plan is I'm just trying to get my career set. Get an internship, get my foot in the door somewhat. If I can, I'll just spend my summer in San Diego. Working serving job or something, just
Yep.
doing something to make money. Don't want to be just a lazy bum.
Yep.
But next year, I either want to intern abroad somewhere.
Oh.
You're saying Germany. I got me thinking about Germany. Germany's beautiful. I've only been there very briefly. Germany, France, even Spain, or even Morocco. If you guys know Morocco,
Great
Oh, yeah.
places.
I would love to. It's a dream.
Morocco. Why Morocco?
See, I kind of view Morocco. My mom's been there. My dad's been there. I've only seen pictures and videos. I kind of see it as a mixture of Arabia, Middle East, and Europe.
No Africa.
I wouldn't say. I mean, people say it's an African country.
Well, it is, but
it technically is
doesn't-
geography-wise.
It doesn't really have.
But it's full of Europeans,
Huh.
and you could say Muslims now because of. I mean,
I guess
because of
it's
what's
the
happened
closest,
in
right?
history. Yeah.
It- It's like probably by like Ireland with the water.
Are you talking about Morocco?
No,
Yeah.
no.
Morocco's in North Africa.
I
Morocco
understand that.
is close to like Algeria.
Ireland
and-
is in the UK.
I know it. It's in the UK. It's an island.
Yeah,
So,
you would have
like,
to go through
Are you-
mainland Europe to get to Ireland.
Yeah.
It's
because there's France, there's the Mediterranean Sea,
Oh,
there's the
right.
Yeah.
there's France, Germany, Netherlands, all those countries and everything.
yeah.
But
That's true.
I just think Morocco is one of those countries that people don't really know much about it. And from what I've seen, what makes a country great, obviously it's location, it's weather, it's the people. And if you have a country that can mix Muslims with Europeans, and I mean many people know that Europeans are very racist. Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah,
it's got
yeah.
Spain and France in the middle.
Morocco's right there. Yeah, so I don't know if you heard the Strait of Gibraltar in your history classes.
Oh, I've
It's
heard of
that little thing.
Gibraltar.
Yeah. So Morocco just sounds like a great country.
Yeah,
I'd
no,
love to live
that's-
there for a
that
month or
sounds
two.
Awesome.
I actually had my 10th grade school trip. My 10th grade trip was supposed to be to Morocco when I lived in Germany.
Wow.
But this was during COVID, so it ended up getting canceled. And I didn't end up get to go, which kind of sucked,
That
but
that does suck.
That sucks.
yeah, would have been
Morocco.
cool. Would have
do,
been really
do you know
cool.
which town or city in Morocco?
I think we were gonna be there for a week or 10 days and go to like I think there was 2 cities on the plan for that trip, but yeah, obviously didn't end up get to go. So no, I don't remember what the 2 cities were. Would have been a cool experience, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for most people who don't know what Morocco is like, it's just if you've been to Spain or you've heard of Spain, imagine Spain just a little bit more on that conservative side. I would say just a little bit more conservative.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's basically Spain without the European constraints. to it.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it is. Because Muslims don't like all those European EU laws. You know,
Yep.
I think they're a part of. I don't know. Are they part of the EU? Do you know?
Who?
Morocco. I mean,
Shouldn't
they're
be.
Africa,
They
but
shouldn't be.
they're right.
No, they shouldn't be.
I don't think
I
they're
don't-
part
I
of
don't
the
know.
No,
EU.
no.
But it's a European country in my eyes. I mean, I'm from Lebanon. I've been to most countries around Lebanon.
Is Lebanon a Middle Eastern country?
Oh, 100% Lebanon's
100%.
Middle Eastern. You're right next. You're in between Israel and Syria and Iran.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
next to all those
Oh yeah.
horrible people,
Have
in
you
my
ever-
opinion.
Have you ever been to Turkey?
I've stopped in the airport. Turkey's nice. It's very nice. I do want to go to Turkey. There's a city in Turkey where there's more cats than people.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just stray
Like stray
cats.
cats.
just
Yeah, stray
walking
cats.
all over. That's
Interesting.
A lot
cool.
of people have heard about that.
So you sound pretty versed in terms of the
Forced to be,
world
forced to be.
and cultures and stuff like that. Where would be your number one vacation spot or country to see that you haven't seen yet? What's the top of your list look like?
100% Switzerland, Swiss
Oh,
Alps.
that's a
I need
sweet pick.
need to ski those Swiss Alps.
That
I need
is-
to do that before I
I
die.
want to do that too.
the-
I don't care if I got $100 in my bank account. I'm taking a loan out and I'm spending my last days on the Alps.
I think the
That's a
Alps,
great way to do it.
especially for people who ski or snowboard,
100%.
if you can get a trip out to the Alps, it's just like no other. Especially because you're out there and most people don't speak English, and so you're going in to get lunch, and you gotta figure out how to converse with them, and the scenery is just beautiful, and it really is it's just a great spot to go. So yeah, anyone who hasn't been able to go to the Alps yet, add that to your bucket list. That's a really good top of the list. I like that. That's good.
I mean, and you traveled a lot in your life. I mean, you lived in Germany, like you said. What would you say is your favorite part from moving to a different country? Like, just your favorite part, like the culture, the people, the weather, even. Like, what would you say is your favorite part?
I would say for me, yeah, being from Michigan and moving to Germany, the weather was pretty similar. You're pretty mild climate all the way through, especially where we were at. Obviously, you go a little bit farther east of where we're at, and you're in the Alps, so it's obviously snowy. But I would say the biggest thing is just the culture. The German culture is just awesome. You know, they don't work on holidays. For example, like Christmas Eve, things might be open early in the morning, but otherwise they're shut. Christmas Day, they're usually shut. The day after Christmas, they're shut. Sundays, everything is closed except for like restaurants. And then just other things like, I mean, here in America, you got to deal with lawsuits and all that stuff, and you have no concern of that in Germany. Like, one of the examples that I always say is you go to like a carnival, and you go to a carnival in America, and it's all, everything's blocked off. There's railings, and you gotta go.
Herm Dog 4. Cool shirt guy.
You got a copycat.
Dude, Herm
Dog.
Dog. Shout out Herm Dog. Come on now.
That's awesome.
Come on now.
Wow.
Yeah, no, you're in America, and they block everything off, and you got to follow lines, and you got to wait for people to tell you where to go. You go to a carnival or a festival in Germany, and there's those spinny rides, and you could literally walk up onto them if you were stupid enough to do so. But that's where I think the German culture has it right, where you don't have to block it off, because like I said, if you do walk onto there and get hurt, that was just a stupid decision on your part, and you have to live with the consequences.
That's
Whereas
fair.
in
That's
America, the Americans, I feel like, tend to blame the operator for, oh, you guys didn't correctly set this up to prevent, or to like for safety purposes. And so that's where it gets a little bit iffy. And then what was the other thing I was gonna say?
I got some crazy stuff to add on. To
I
this.
got a
Oh, man,
question to
I-
ask Owen too.
All right, go ahead.
So I learned in my German class that a very big thing over in Germany is walking. Just walking
Oh.
around, going on hikes, you know. Like, you literally, you know, you could, like, I don't know what it's called, but you can, like, dress up, you know, with your family and go on just a nice little walk around a nice park, and that's what you'll do. That's like your Sunday plan or whatever, you know. That's what it can be.
Yeah.
And I just think, like, you don't really see that too much, or you see, it happens in America a good bit, but I just feel with America, there's so much like land and like separation to things, whereas like in Europe, I feel like you probably, since it's, you know, everything's probably a little bit more compact, there's more of a community everywhere you'll go. Like, you'll just see people, and you know, it's just more of like a friendly, more melancholy way of going about things. Because like America, you know, we're obviously the capitalist capital of the world, right? And so everybody pretty much is always, they're worried about themselves and the money that they have in their wallet, right? And I feel like that's not really everything that you need to worry about in life, you know. There's little things that
Yeah.
I feel like go by too fast in America, you know.
Yeah, and to bounce off that, I think there's a few things for that. One you hit on is just the area. Like, most of the places you go to in Europe, you can pretty much park your car in one spot and hit 6 different things.
Right.
Whereas in America, usually it's all spaced out. So you kind of, if you do choose to walk, you got to park in the middle, then go to one, and then walk past your car to go to the other. That's one thing. But then the other thing is, I just think Americans are in a rush. They want to go.
Yeah,
They want to.
absolutely.
They want to quickly do their thing, and they want to keep
They
moving.
just hate waiting around.
And they
you
hate
know?
waiting,
Like, I
and-
love waiting
Have
around.
you guys heard about the American lean? You guys heard about
No.
that?
No.
So there's a, I don't know if any, I mean, you're German and your family is pretty much German, so I don't know if they've ever heard of this, but Americans, when you're waiting in a line for like an amusement park or anything, just a coffee, they tend to lean on something. Versus Europeans, they'll just stand there. And all of my French relatives, they'll be like, "What do Americans? Why are they leaning on? Why are they leaning on the wall?
Because we're
Just-
impatient.
Just stand still." I'm like, "What do you like?" They make fun of me because I'm basically
Wow.
American. I'm American, I would say. And like, what are you doing leaning on the wall? What are you doing, leaning on the guardrail? Like just stand up.
Dude, that's fair.
There we go.
Oh.
Something happened.
Let's see if we can get this back on.
Yep. So we got technical difficulties yet again.
Has this been happening?
Yeah, it's just a problem with the battery overheating on the camera.
Oh, we're back.
If this doesn't work.
Oh,
There we go. All right.
it didn't work.
Sorry about that, guys. We are going to work on getting a new camera probably soon just because this one is just no good. Wrong one. We'll go to, oops, no, we'll go to.
Herm, where's the harmonica, dude? I forgot it, man.
That is the legendary thing.
That is gonna be hell, you know. Oh yeah, here we go.
There we go.
Here we go.
Oh, wow. What a scuffed setup we
This
got.
is
On
All
the
right.
MacBook
setup.
camera.
I think what we'll do here is we'll probably just hit our last final game we got,
Yeah.
and then we'll probably just call that good. You know, we're working on this camera stuff so that we don't have to keep doing stuff like this. But I guess for the time being, that's what we're gonna have to do. Unless, wait, what were you saying? You want to finish your thought? Oh yeah, leaners.
Oh yeah, it's just have you guys ever heard about the American lean?
I've never heard of it because I always thought it was normal.
Yeah, no,
I thought everybody would do that. You know, why stand up like fully if you don't have like dude, if I'm in an amusement park waiting in a line for an hour and a half, yeah, I'm gonna lean on some rail. I mean, come on. I mean, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think the other thing with that is you go to like a beer festival in Germany and they only have standing tables.
Oh, yeah.
No, they're the kings of standing room only.
Yeah, and so it actually like it makes sense. I mean,
I
you
think
save space.
It almost
It's healthier.
encourages like being sociable.
Yeah,
if you're sitting
true.
down, you kind of feel like you're comfortable. You just don't want to really get. You don't want to talk to people. You just want to sip your beer.
Literally, whoever's around you that's all you're gonna have
it's
to
like
talk
a
to.
click.
Yeah.
It's like a click. It's like a mini
click.
click.
Yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
If you're standing, you could just come and go to different tables, meet new people, and just live life. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Well, and the other thing is you're at one of those places. You're standing there and you run out of beer. Well, you go get another one. You could come back and there could be new people at your table.
Yeah.
And so you either got to keep talking to them or you got to find a new spot. And so it's just, I think it's a good little thing. All right, we do have a short little game going, or we're going to get going. Halleck is a big car guy, so he
Yep.
can help us with this one.
Yep.
Is this like
Um,
a trivia game?
Little
Yeah,
trivia.
a little
I
short
love it.
trivia.
Just guessing some logos. We're gonna try and clear off this board we got.
Give me a
Yeah,
second.
fun fact: my dad spent his first entire paycheck on a car. He had
Wow.
$4 in his bank account. We had to pay rent.
Wow,
He didn't care. All he had to care about was cars.
that's so sick.
Yeah.
Give me a
Forced me to like
second.
cars too. I gotta get you two into cars. Speaking about that,
Yeah, I mean,
I gotta get you guys to spend all your money on cars.
There we go.
So is this like a guess the logo?
here's the thing. I love cars, but I feel like once I get into real nice stuff, I'll probably be a little too dangerous.
You know, just like the speed. You know,
Yeah,
the
just
craziness.
you
of
know, I'm
like a 600 horsepower car, just like
you know, there's nothing bad about it, but I will say I am lacking in a lot of areas of self control, and that's something that you can work on as life goes on, obviously. But right now, I'd say I am absolutely lacking. Okay,
That's
and
hilarious.
so you know, if I do get an M5 BMW, I'm not gonna drive that around like a normal car. That's another thing. Is like I hate how I feel like that's why I love the Autobahn in Germany. You pay for a car, you better pay to use it, right?
yeah.
And you can't do that in America without doing felony speeding, right?
Yeah.
You know, I just feel like I don't know. It's just interesting. I would hate to pay for a car and I still have to go 60-mile-per-hour speed limit, and it
Well,
would just suck.
That's one of the big things in Europe, obviously, because they do so much driving. The roads are great. They take care of them. A lot of people in America, I feel like, chase a bigger box to live in, whereas the Europeans, they might live in a small home, but they're going to have a BMW. They're going to have a Mercedes. They're going to have a nice car
There you
because, I mean, what's it going to do if you're going to buy a bigger house? Like most of the time people buy a bigger house and they don't use the space. I feel like Europeans are very good about having practical space,
Yep.
using it all. And then, yeah, they focus on their cars. So yeah, we do have a little car trivia thing that we'll end this stream on. We got 10 minutes. There's 42 car logos. So let's try to run through these and see if we can get this done in
There's
10
some hard
minutes.
ones in here that I don't know.
There is some tough ones in here.
But Halleck will have about half the hard ones, and then we gotta
All right.
use some judgment.
It's probably gonna be on me for a little bit, but that's fine. Oh, this is interesting.
Oh, so we gotta actually pick them.
Oh,
All right.
It gives you the name. All
This
right.
is-
all right, that's easy.
This is easier then.
This is easier than I thought.
Yeah.
All right, Ferrari.
We got that.
Do you know which ones that is?
Yeah,
You
if I
know.
can find it.
There it is.
go.
There it is.
Lamborghini.
There it is.
Oh
No.
no.
No, that's
Oh no.
where are you?
I sold.
Mercury.
I sold. I sold.
See,
This has to be
Wait,
Mercury.
no.
Is that Saturn?
That's Saturn. I definitely know what Mercury looks like, but
Mercuries are very rare. Oh, it's this one next to the Maserati to the right of it. I'm pretty sure that's a Mercury. Down, and one right over. Yeah, I think it's that one.
good
Yeah.
pick. Good pick.
All right, that's pretty straightforward.
Volvo is
You're European. You should know.
right
You
here.
should know what. Yeah.
Jags top
Jaguar.
right.
Classic Brit. Oh, this is the new logo. This isn't the old Nissan logo.
They have a new logo.
Yeah, they
now.
just had a new one. It's that.
Oh, it's the one. It's the bottom.
right
Yeah.
above the S.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Opel.
Opel Rally Legend. Opel.
It's got to be an O somewhere.
No, I don't
I
think
think
it's an O.
it's a pretty weird logo.
Is it the one by Alfa Romeo?
This one, no.
No, the one to the left of it.
No.
No. Oh, Opel. I'm thinking when I hear Opel, I think of
I'm
black.
trying to think
So
of.
is
It
it that
might
black
be
logo?
this
It could be
one.
that
I
one.
think that's. I think that might be Renault.
Oh.
What's
I
the
think
black one with the
This
line?
is what? Citroen?
black with. I don't know. I have no clue what that is. That's Citroen. Yeah, that's Citroen. I think Opel could be that one. That one you have your cursor on right now. I really don't know. See, Opel is such an old company. They really didn't make many
I
mass-produced
think
cars.
this is Opel.
I would go that. with
Yeah, I
that
like
one.
that.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
Oh,
This one?
Citroen, classic European, Mercedes.
Easy. Oh,
Hyundai.
Hyundai.
Where's that one at?
Where is that Hyundai? Oh, there
Oh,
it is.
by the Lambo.
By Lambo.
To the
Yeah.
left of the Lambo.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I know this
Vauxhall.
one. I'll let you guys
Wow.
try and get it.
Vauxhall. All right, I'm gonna hope it's the one with the goat.
Next to
The red one by the. Is that right?
Yeah, it should be.
All
Yep.
right, sweet.
Oh, classic Subaru. One of the best
Oh, we
brands
love
in the
that.
world.
It's the blue one.
Yep.
Mazda. That's top right.
Yeah, next to Jag.
Buick's middle top.
Above Audi, yeah.
Acura.
Acura's left.
Oh, underneath Porsche.
Yeah, right there, right there.
Cadillac.
Nice.
Porsche.
Porsche.
Infiniti, top left.
Infinity.
Honda.
Honda.
Saab. I've heard of
That's a
Saab.
Saab.
It has to be the red S. Has to be the red S.
No, that's
Oh, maybe
Suzuki.
Saab's the. Maybe Saab.
This is Saab.
I'm pretty sure.
I think
Saab
Or it's this
is-
one.
No, I think Saab might be the red one right underneath that black one you're pointing to.
This one?
Yeah.
I think
No, that's
I think
Fiat.
that's Fiat. Yeah.
Oh, that is Fiat.
It's
I
either
think-
this
I
one or
think
this one.
It's that white and red. That
This
one.
one,
I think,
yeah.
I think it could be that one.
Oh,
I didn't see
Oh,
it.
it's the
damn
navy
it.
blue one we got wrong.
All right, Maserati is the
Top.
the Trident.
Oh no, that's
Yeah.
Mitsubishi.
Audi
yeah.
is the Olympic rings.
Saturn bottom left.
Bottom
What
left.
is this one?
This
We'll
This
figure
one-
it out.
I
We'll
think
figure it out once it
it's
comes.
Pontiac. Maybe?
Oh,
I think it
yeah.
might be
Yeah, it might be
Pontiac. Oh,
Pontiac.
Daewoo. I think that's the
Daewoo.
bottom, the one that you clicked for a Saab. I'm
This
pretty
one?
sure. Yeah. No.
Oh,
it's
it's
not.
this one.
that
Yeah,
one.
I've never seen that in my
Where's
life.
the Bentley logo at?
This
oh,
one?
It's that
No, this one.
Yeah, with
it's
the
that
B.
one.
With
Oh,
the B.
yeah.
That's Aston Martin. C is the S. Seat.
VW
Um,
blue to the left. There it is. Chrysler's got to be that one second row to the bottom with the long. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, it's got it because it's not this
It's
one.
not
No,
that
that's
one, that's
Aston. That's
Aston.
got to be Chrysler.
Yeah.
Chevy?
Renault's the Gold Plus.
Toyota.
Top right.
There it is.
Peugeot.
Okay, I think Peugeot is that. I think I mistaked it for Renault. I think that's Peugeot. One of the worst car brands ever.
Really, it's a sweet.
Oh, that's a new logo.
So this is
Has to be.
Pontiac.
That's Pontiac.
Ram.
Renault is Renault. What I said earlier.
The
It's
black
that. It's
one.
that like black
Juventus.
diamond. Yeah. Juventus. Yeah.
Lexus. BMW.
Red S.
Suzuki.
Yeah. And then
Mitsubishi.
triangle.
Aston
Bottom.
Martin.
What is that?
There
What
it
is
is.
that?
Fiat
Holden. That's
Holden.
I've never heard
Australian.
of Holden.
That's an
Hey,
Australian
you see
brand.
the average score? There are idiots out in the world.
Yeah, no,
Wow.
I think that average score is brutal.
It should
I
be- it
think
should
we
be
we
high.
really messed up on Alfa Romeo.
we really should have gotten
I
Alpha and
think,
Saab. We should have gotten
yeah,
just
we-
two.
Yeah.
Yeah, Peugeot. That's a new. I've never seen that logo ever. Their old logo was much more simplistic. I think. I mean, they're a French brand. They make pretty crappy cars, in my opinion.
Wow.
The doc is currently yelling at the screen. That's hilarious. Do you guys want us to do one more? Let's see if we can find general knowledge. Let's check this one. That's a crossword. Let's
Do
see.
you want to do something like sports related?
We could do sports.
Yeah, we could do that.
What are you comfortable doing, Sam?
We can do whatever we want. I was just looking for
Whatever.
Because you guys, I've seen you guys. You guys have done Weddle on here before. Have you guys done the grids and stuff?
Oh, I don't know if we've done the grids on here.
should we do one grid?
Let's do a grid. And
All right, we'll do one
Let's
grid.
do one of those grids. Let's try and get
We
the
can
most.
all- And we have to do today's grid.
If you do, make sure not to cover the name with the camera. Oh yeah, that was I think with Weddle when we did that.
Oh, with
What's
Weddle.
the grids?
I think it's just NFL grid.
NFL
grid,
maybe.
yeah. Immaculate grid, yeah.
Grid,
That's
yeah.
They do like daily ones, kind of like Weddle. There's a daily one, and there's just
Should we
unlimited.
do the daily one?
So if you go to previous grids, you can kind of just choose which one you want.
What do we want to do?
You want to do today's grid?
We can do today's
Let's do
grid.
today's.
All right. We shouldn't be covering any of the names right now.
All right, so we need a Bengals and a Raiders player, Bears and Raiders. I know a really great Bears and Raiders
I
player,
know,
but
but
we gotta
we
think
gotta
of
think of a
some
better person
some
than that.
players that maybe have played one or two snaps, and that's about it.
Can I do Dalvin Cook for Vikings and
Bills.
Bills?
That's a great one.
Wait.
Or is that
No,
James
he
Cook?
never
No,
made it.
that's
Yeah,
not. No,
he-
you're thinking of James. That's his brother.
Yeah, he
He
Yeah.
plays
made
for.
it.
He went from the Jets to the Ravens, right?
Yeah. Yeah, he went Vikings, Jets,
At
Ravens.
Tennessee's gonna be tough.
I feel like Raiders Bengals is probably a good player that's gone through both before. Like a solid player.
Was AJ McCarron ever on the Raiders?
I don't think so.
I know.
Did
he's a
Andy
Bengals
Dalton
legend.
play for the Raiders?
No. He played
No.
for. He went from Bengals to. He was on the Panthers, right? For a little bit.
Yeah.
This is a pretty tough grid. What about a division rivalry? Bears Vikings player. There's got to be some there, because I mean, I feel like the Bears, Packers, they all steal players from each other. Same with the Vikings and the Lions. Kind of all just take players from each other. It's got to be a good player there.
All right. I say we just get easy ones off the board.
Yep.
So I'd say for that bottom right, we should probably just lock in Stefan, unless you guys can think of anybody else.
I mean, Stefan only applies to one of these three, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Hypothetically, and he didn't
he's
play for
only-
these
no,
two.
He's only ever been on the Vikings.
Yeah,
and
this
the
is
Bills.
the only
So
spot we
so
can
it's
put
the
him.
only spot. So we go Stefan
He may get traded this offseason, though. We'll see
Yep.
about that.
Stefan Diggs. All right, there's that
Yeah,
one.
that's a gimme pick, I would say.
You're trying to think of Bears, Vikings players.
Where did Waller play?
Waller played on
Raiders,
Raiders,
but he
then
went
New
to,
York.
yeah.
New York. Okay.
Giants.
Tough.
Oh man. All right, we're just gonna get the Khalil Mack out of the way.
You could just go Khalil Mack.
Where's
I'm
he?
trying to
Up
I feel
here?
like there was a
Yeah.
running back that interchange between those teams.
This one?
Yeah, top one.
Yeah, that's a real easy one.
And, I mean, I really don't know any Titans players.
I barely even know any Raiders players. Titans players.
Chad Johnson?
I was thinking Chad Johnson, but I think he played his whole career on the Bengals.
Are you sure?
Yeah, surprisingly, dude.
Yeah, I don't think he ever even, if he went to another team, I don't think he ever went to the Raiders.
Oh, Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick's got to be there
It's
somewhere.
always an out. I like that. He played.
He played
for
for.
He played for the
Bills.
Bills. That was when he got his first big
He's
contract.
probably played with the Titans then, wouldn't you think? No, I don't think he has.
I don't think he's played for the Titans or the Raiders.
Or the Raiders.
I cannot imagine him in black and silver.
I mean, who knows though? I mean, he could have been a backup.
He could have been, yeah.
This is brutal.
This could be like one of those Brett
Oh.
Favre Atlanta Falcons kind of cases where they were just
Oh, wait.
drafted and
So
traded.
Austin was saying that Fitzpatrick would be Titans Bengals.
Oh, if he's Titans Bengals,
Should we try it?
Nah, yeah, that's a good guess. I
Titans
like it.
Bengals.
Yeah, I don't really remember his stint on the Titans,
Right.
but
Put a P.
it doesn't
should
matter.
Just pop up. Yeah, Ryan.
Okay.
Wow. Hell of a guess. When did he?
All right, Austin. We might need some more help here if you if you know any other of these.
Yeah, these are pretty irrelevant teams.
Yeah.
Who
Bengals,
are-
Vikings. You got the Jay Jettas, Jamar Chase rivalry.
Come on, you gotta know some Bears, Herm.
I should know Bears players too.
Bears Titans. I just can't think of a player that would ever leave to go to the Titans. Vikings player.
See, I can name probably 10 Bears Lions players
Oh, I can name
and 20 Bears Packers.
a lot of
players.
Bears Packers.
But Bears Vikings is just, I don't know.
Bears Vikings. I'm really hoping that we didn't have Jared Allen for a year. I don't think we did. I don't think.
Jared Allen.
I think maybe he. Yeah,
Did
try
he-
Jared Allen.
For which one?
Jared.
Bears Vikings. It's probably a no, but it would have been 1 year that he would have played with
This
the
one?
Bears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow,
Let's
good
go. All right,
pull.
we'll
Yes.
take that.
Bengals, Raiders.
What teams has Martellus Bennett? What team
I
is
don't
it?
think he's played for the Titans.
Titans?
He's
No.
played for a hell of a lot of teams.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Delaney Walker.
Delaney Walker's a great tight end. Wait a minute. Did he play for the Bills?
Delaney Walker?
I feel like Delaney Walker might have had 1 year on the Bills.
That's not a bad guess.
For which one?
Delaney,
Titans,
middle
Bills.
right, Titans Bills, Delaney Walker. Hell of a tight end. Could have been a great if he wasn't drafted by the Tennessee Titans.
No.
No.
Nope, unfortunate.
This is a tough one.
I feel like this Bengals Raiders could be like a recent player that we're just not thinking about.
Bengals Raiders. It's not Trey Hendrickson.
Nope.
Davis Gauthier? No. No kickers. We could probably try and get him. Like, I feel like Crabtree would definitely fit for Raiders.
Was he a Bill?
I
He
don't
might have been. I don't think he was a
think
Bengal.
so.
I don't think he was a
How-
Bengal, but he could have been a Bill for a little bit. That's not crazy.
I'd say save that as like a Hail Mary.
Okay.
You know?
Titans Bears, man. It's just those are two franchises you do not want to be swapping between.
Opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
This is tough.
Where did Oh my God. Josh Dobbs is a Browns guy, isn't he? Not a Bengals.
Steelers. Josh Dobbs is the Steelers.
Alright.
He was drafted by the Steelers, right? He was a third rounder.
Yeah, I think he's
fourth
been
rounder?
like all around the, like his whole
Oh yeah,
career.
definitely.
Kirk Cousins was only a Viking, right?
Viking
Oh,
and a
yeah.
Redskin.
Redskins.
Redskins,
He was
yeah.
great on the Redskins.
Yeah.
This is brutal.
Yeah, this is a
This
brutal
is
grid.
a crazy grid.
It didn't seem too hard because it was 6 teams, right? Bills, Titans. I feel like there should be a
Anyone in chat got anything left to say for this?
Latavius Murray. Did he ever play for the Titans?
Oh, top right, Latavius Murray. He played for the Raiders.
Oh,
I
he
think,
played for the
yeah.
Raiders. Yeah, we can do Latavius Murray.
Third one.
Nice.
All
10%.
right.
That's pretty good.
Um,
See, I was thinking Raiders Bengals. I can't
feel
get
like that.
running back
I feel like those
out of
are
my head.
similar fucking teams, dude.
Yeah, they're both like. I would say the Bengals and Raiders are both. They both had a scrap to get through their division. If I'm being real, because you got Ravens, Steelers. I mean the Browns now, but back then not really. And then you got Chiefs, and then the Chargers, who, they got go blue. They got Harbaugh on their team now.
Yeah,
True.
I mean, Bears Titans. There's definitely
See, Bengals, Vikings. I feel like that could be a corner. Did Xavier Rhodes ever go to the Bengals? Because I know he got washed pretty quickly. He kind of bounced around, but did he ever go to the Bengals?
I don't think so. It's not a terrible guess. I mean,
We might just
the
have
problem
to.
is their defensive players are and like Thielen's just a locker. Oh my God, what about Teddy Bridgewater? You ever play for the Bengals? No.
Derek
Yeah,
Carr.
What team did what team did Nick Mullins get drafted by? Not the Vikings.
Not the Vikings, but
Niners.
Niners.
Not
Niners.
Niners.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
he's a
he
Niners
led them to
guy.
like a 4-win season. I think.
Yeah.
Is that where we end it?
Yeah, I think that might be just. A tough
That's
one.
probably
All
it.
right. Let's see. It doesn't tell you.
No.
Oh, and there's just multiple options it could have been.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
brutal. That's brutal.
Check Bears. Can you search up Bears players that played for Tennessee?
I can do that.
Because I just want to see if I would know any of these guys.
Could be like some linemen maybe. I feel like Tennessee
Yeah.
they can get a good lineman here and there.
There's probably a Hall of Famer in here or something. That's it?
I think that's it right there. I don't know why there's.
Dante Foreman played for the Titans.
I didn't know Dante
I did not
Foreman
know
played
that.
for the Titans.
I
I was
don't know
I was
who's
Dante
thinking
this.
of
Foreman
I
is
was
the
thinking of
only
where he'd
player-
been. I think of like Falcons. when I
Yeah,
think of him.
Falcons. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's really the only gettable one I would have gotten.
Unless you know Gage Jr.'s dad. I don't think many people know who that is.
These are all pretty old.
Buster Screen. Oh my
Buster
God.
Screen, that
Oh
guy is so
my-
sick.
That
DeMarcus
guy-
Walker. who's that
DeMarcus
guy?
Walker. I was
Yeah.
close to the Delaney.
Yeah, Delaney Walker.
That is stupid.
I think
Earl
Buster.
Thomas.
That's not the
that's
right
the
Earl
old
one.
Thomas.
That's like his great grandpa probably.
Interesting.
Wow.
Buster Screen.
Buster
Wow.
Screen,
that
bro. I haven't
guy-
heard
I've
that
never
name in a
seen him
while.
line up against Jordy Nelson multiple
Oh,
times back
dude,
then.
Buster Screen's a fraud.
All right. I think that's where we're gonna end up. The Dynasty Daddy Grid today is better if you guys want to try it. I don't really know what that is. I think we're just gonna end the stream here. Yeah, I apologize about the camera and it messing up like this, but we'll try to work on it. And I don't know if I'm gonna have to get a new camera, change some settings, whatever I'm gonna have to do. I'll try to figure it out so that we obviously don't keep having this issue. But thank you, Alex, for joining today.
Yeah,
It was
awesome. Thank you for
a
having me.
pleasure having you on here, and we'll definitely have to have you on again. But yeah, thank you guys all for tuning in and watching this episode with us. It'll be posted to YouTube shortly after. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, do all that, and then check out the video once we posted. We'll be streaming this later this week on I think Tuesday for the video games. Maybe we'll get Halleck on there this week.
I'd love to. Want some Warzone maybe?
Some
Are
Warzone.
those
Madden, we'll figure it
dinosaurs?
out.
All right. Are those dinosaurs, lizards, or is that Godzilla?
I think those are dinosaurs.
Oh,
Those are little
Could be-
Twitch
could be a
emotes.
Godzilla.
emotes.
I think they might be Godzilla emoticons.
We might have to work on some Mowers Twitch
Ooh,
chat.
Twitch emotes.
Twitch chat
that would be
emotes.
nice.
So that if we get people that like to tune in every week, we can start giving some special
Yeah,
emotes
no,
to
that's
people.
a good idea. There's
So
no reason not to. Right?
yeah, exactly. But yeah, again, thank you guys, and
Yeah,
check us out next week.
We'll probably be live gaming probably this Tuesday night.
Yep, we'll be posting more about that so you guys are aware. But thank you for riding with the Mowers, and we will see you guys next week. Peace out.